Hi, it's Trish Rogers.
And I'm Tony Wells. And what's on the agenda tonight?
I ran.
Where'd you run to?
Down the street.
God. Okay, what a great intro to a story about the Iranian Navy going to be cruising in international waters right outside of America in the Atlantic. Show of force, show of what? I think they're just, doing the same thing that we do, because how many years have we had ships off the coast of Iran?
Actually, we've only really, in the last 6 months, we've been building up.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well.
Heavily.
Well, I don't think too much of it, but just my opinion, and we'll move on. I think they're just, doing what we do. Here's our ships, here's your ships, okay?
Well, they can have at it. The Atlantic Ocean is pretty much polluted. Thanks, BP.
Okay,
It stinks like oil.
That's the Gulf of Mexico.
No, the Atlantic, too.
That's wonderful. Mm-hmm. Can we talk about fish and dolphins and things like that?
Yeah, they're dying over there.
That's awesome, but can we go to the next story?
Sure.
You politically incorrect person. Just kidding.
Yes.
Just kidding. What's next?
All right, Wall Street.
Wall Street.
The protesting going on at Wall Street is awesome. If I lived in New York, I'd be there. So be there every day.
Because you're a hippie chick, you should have been born in 1955. Then you could have protested in the greatest era of all time. How about the race wars in Vietnam? You could have been there.
I would have been there.
Yeah, because she's a hippie chick, and she does this. I'm a peace
But
sign
anyhow,
lover.
there was a sign there that this girl, as she's flipping the peace sign, it says, "One day the poor will have nothing left to eat but the rich."
And so true, the poor shall, the meek shall inherit the earth. What kind of a twist?
The poor shall eat the rich.
What kind of a twist on that, huh? Seriously, though, on a note like that, man, as time goes on and our world supplies are depleted and people do get poor, I wouldn't be surprised, because born and raised in Yakima, okay? Never saw homeless people when I was a kid. Of course they were here, but never. They're all over the place here now. I go to Pioneer Square, I go to Portland. Homeless people everywhere, everywhere, everywhere.
Living under bridges.
Guess what? Guess what? It's going to happen, and I hate to say this, but we're going to see a news story within the next year or so, not where somebody's getting clubbed over the head to get their purse stolen, but they're getting clubbed over the head, and you're going to see a makeshift barbecue was on a rotisserie and somebody's leg going around, and the person's going to say, "Hey, man, I was so hungry, I killed them to eat their leg."
That's sad.
But it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how bad things are getting. Trust me, I talk to people all over the country every day. Our economy sucks. Thank you, Oblama.
No kidding.
What's the next story, please? That's just music in the background. Don't worry. It's my time to dance. What's the next story, please?
Okay, let's see. Still at large.
Still at large. That meaning not small. Still at large. Okay, yes. This is actually a very serious story. An 11-year-old kid waiting for a bus outside a bus stop, was hit and killed by a driver who witnesses say did stop, got out of his truck, took a look at his truck, and then drove off. So, in my opinion, obviously he knew he hit something.
Yes. Oh, he knew he did. He probably even saw what he did.
Well, it's sad.
Got in his truck and left.
Hey, obviously we know we don't have that big of an audience, but some of our friends do. So, hey, man, you know what? With all the forensic medicine and stuff, unless you really got a really good place to hide north in Canada or Mexico, turn yourself in, because it'll make it easier for yourself and, of course, your conscience. Next story, please.
Habitat for Humanity, October 7th through the 9th. Work for wine event.
Habitat for Humanity. Aren't they the people that build houses?
Yes.
And work for wine event? No, I'm not moving into that house they build. I'm just kidding. Actually, this sounds like a really cool event. According to the information, according to the Yakima Herald.
You would get a DU. No,
build.
A BUI, building while intoxicated.
I think it should be BYO, bring your own bottle,
no.
or whatever. But no, this is a cool event. The program includes, according to the Yakima Herald, a Friday and Saturday night stay at the Marriott here in Yakima. So what it says is, if you participate in this, you work on the house from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, and then out at Rattlesnake Hills Winery on Sunday, there's a salmon barbecue. Contact the Yakima Herald for that and help out a good cause, Habitat for Humanity, and it sounds like they're going to take good care of you if you help them. So, what's next?
Yep, that's it.
That's it. So, what should we end it with? How about this? America, I really do think it's time to let the farmer come back. We'll talk about why that's personal to me, but yeah, American farmers, we are making a comeback. Hemp can help your economy, and guess what, America? It is time you do let it go to pot. And as my favorite new Yakamaniac friend says,
trust no one.
Amen.